Good afternoon. Good afternoon. I'm TC Chambers, Executive Vice President, Infinity MyEcon. I'm a cash flow and business strategist, and I want to welcome you to my live. And today we're going to have a great topic. It's actually going to be a series of videos um, discussing this. And today's topic is online business or not. Is there value and a need to have an online business here in America? So let me first start by answering that question. A resounding yes for whether to have an online business or not, and a resounding yes for the necessity of an online business. So now let me give you a little background on myself. I am an entrepreneur and I am an online business owner. So I do business online and offline. And for the past almost 20 years, I've been doing business offline. And for almost a year now, consistently online. I've been dabbling online, off and on for years, but didn't really know what was that. You know, you do some Facebook post here or some Instagram post here, YouTube video every now and then. So I was dabbling, but I am officially now an online marketer, a digital marketer. It's an integral part of my business. So when I say it's important and it has value, I'm speaking from being on the inside of it and not on the outside. And when I talk about the advantages of it, I'm speaking from being on the inside and applying it and not theoretical from the outside. Now, let's look at why I say that having one is so important. See, it's not just having an online business is important. It's having a business in general here in America anyway. I know I have an international audience, but in America specifically, it's an absolute necessity to have a business. And here's why. So America is a capitalistic society. So here's what we deal with in America, the dynamics. You're either a capitalist or you're a consumer. You're either selling a product or service or you're consuming a product or service. And so when it comes to looking at which one may be better for you and your family, it's simple. Don't be emotional about it. Be numerical about it. When you look at the families and individuals in America that have the most financial stability, the most financial wealth, the most legacies in place for future generations, it's the capitalists, it's the entrepreneurs, and not the consumers. So if you wanted to position yourself on a winning side, it would absolutely have to be the capitalist side. Now, here's another reason why the online business is so important, as well as capitalism is so important, is that there are two tax codes, two tax laws in America. One for those individuals and families that are business owners, and one for those that are not. So if you ever feel that you're underpaid and overtaxed or just overtaxed, it may be because you're on the wrong side of that. And it's a choice. You can choose whether to be taking advantage of the tax laws that are here for business owners versus the ones that aren't so favorable for the ones that don't have a business. It's a choice. What side of the track you were born or raised on, your race, creed, color, education level has absolutely nothing to do with it. It's 100% your choice which side you choose on. But in all fairness, because of a lack of financial literacy and understanding, the masses don't really know, one, the significance of the choice that they're making. So a lot of times, most of my conversations are going to steer down the road of financial literacy and entrepreneurship because those two, or I should say the lack of those two, or why the masses struggle to keep up and struggle in general here in America. Okay, so capitalism, consumerism. Being business owner, having tax preferential treatment versus not having tax preferential treatment. And again, financial literacy is a big part of it. Now, the strategy that the masses use in order to be successful, what they're taught to be successful in America, is flawed. And the reason that same strategy perpetuates is, in my mind, the same reason many lies perpetuate. See, you can tell a lie so often for so long, you literally start believing it. Now, some lies that happens to is no harm, no foul. Or I should say, some untruths, there's no harm, no foul. Let me give you one example. Despite what we learned in science, if I ask someone to finish my statement and I said the sun rises in the east and what? They'll say sets in the west. That's a lie. It's 100% inaccurate, 100% untrue. Now, there's no harm and no foul because people can go to the beach and watch the sun rise, be romantic and watch the sun set. It's calming. No harm, no foul. However, it's untrue. See, science taught us that the sun doesn't move. The earth evolves around the sun. So depending on the earth's positioning around the sun and how it is moving, it gives the illusion or the appearance that the sun is rising and setting. The sun doesn't move. So it's a lie. It's untrue. But we teach and we say it and use it all the time, but it's not accurate. But that's okay. There's no harm and no foul in that. No big deal. Right? However, here's a lie, an untrue, that does hurt, and it hurts the masses, and it has been for generations. Now, the lie goes something like this. I want you to be successful as you grow up and become an adult in America. So what you're going to need to do so you can be successful is you're going to need to go out and get a good education, because that good education is going to give you the ability to get a good job. And once you have that good job making good money, what I then want you to do is start putting money away in your retirement account, your 401k, 403b, your TSP. They don't even explain that far. They just say you got to put some money in your retirement account, and then down the road, you're going to be okay. Now, that's a lie. That dog don't hunt, and it hasn't hunted for a couple of generations. Now, all you have to do is put it to a test. If we were taking math tests or science tests in school, and the grading range was 0 to 100, 100 being the best. Well, okay. Statistics say if you look at 100% of the working class, only 4% of the working class ever uses that strategy to success. 4%. That means 96% fail to reach financial success or retirement. 96%. So you got a 4 on the test that the A is 100%, you failed. So generation after generation, the past couple generations, to go get a good education, use that education to get a good job, put money away in your retirement account, and then down the road you'll be okay, that don't work. That dog don't hunt. Now, it is not the fault of those 96% of Americans that went to Ivy League schools. They went to HBCUs. They went to prestigious private institutions like University of Miami's of the world. They went to state and local fine institutions of higher learning. But what they did not learn is financial literacy. They did not learn compound interest. They did not learn that they have to put $1,000 a month away at 8% for 20 years for it to be $589,000. But at 8%, that still wouldn't bring someone $5,000 a month. See, they didn't learn how money works. So there's no way for those 96% of Americans to be able to gauge at the 5-year mark, the 10-year mark, the 15-year mark, whether that retirement account, which, by the way, they weren't taught even how it works, is going to get them where they want to go, which, by the way, they hadn't even established what the destination is. What is the amount that they're trying to get in there? See, when we're talking to our kids, think about it. If you told your children, or you're young and you were told to go to school, get a good education, use that education, get a good job, now start putting money in your retirement account, did they then have a discussion with you, or did you then have a discussion with your children that what they needed to accumulate that or grow that account to so they can get free? See, so because of a lack of financial literacy, not a lack of desire, it's not their fault. That 96% that failed to reach it, it's not their fault. They were not given the tools that they needed to reach it. So how do you keep your cash flow? How do you put enough of that cash flow into work? What happens if you aren't getting pay raises that's consistent with inflation? See, there's so many factors in there that the masses, that 96% aren't being taught, they're getting set up to fail. So as a result, that strategy of go to school, get an education, which you can't ever stop learning, which is very, very important. Use that education to get a job. Working a job is honorable. Job, put food on the table, keep a roof over your head. But the strategy that just getting a job, put money in retirement accounts won't get you there, that don't work. That's a lie. So financial literacy is a necessity. We have people that are highly educated, engineers, architects, doctors, lawyers, teachers, firefighters, police officers, but they don't know anything about finance and money. And it's not their fault because no one ever said, in addition to getting your degree in XYZ, you still have to have a foundation when it comes to financial literacy and money. And if it's not taught at the house, and if it's not taught in middle school, high school, and college, then you have tens of millions of Americans going along with their career and not ever having it. So it's imperative that we get it. The fact that there are two tax codes leads to the fact that, okay, guess what? We must do some investigation. Why is there two? What's the benefit of one over the other? The benefit of the one tax code that is for businesses, you can determine how much money you keep. It gives you the ability to pay the lowest amount of taxes legally possible versus chances are you paying the most. So financial literacy is the key. Now, when we come back tomorrow and I do a live or I record a video tomorrow, we're going to pick up again. Is an online business a necessity? Yes or no? Do you or don't you have one? So I'm going to start off with again, yes, because it puts you in the realm of a capitalism. It allows you now start taking advantage of the tax code of being a business owner versus not having one. But the beautiful part is you can do an online business part-time. You take on no additional overhead because you're working out of your household. It's the least expensive entry into capitalism with no major overhaul changes to your lifestyle or your finances. That's why it's so essential. And because of all the access we have to information, you can get all the research and information you need on what area to go in, how to start, how to build them, what support you need. Every single thing you need to know to have a shot to be successful. And guess what? You even have success stories that you can read about that tell you their story. So we're going to go into all of that in future videos. But now, ending this video, online businesses, yay or nay? Resounding yay. Is it worth it? Resounding yes. So we will see you tomorrow when we then talk about the advantages of having that online business and how does it help you with that traditional strategy that we're given. So I thank you for your time. Click on the subscribe button. Click on the little alarm, the little bell there, so you get alerted when I do videos in the future. And I want you to know when you come here, it's going to be about financial literacy and entrepreneurship. All right, you guys take care and you have a great weekend. If we don't communicate, if I don't see you, you don't see me in the next couple of days. Take care.